Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game plays. Through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as they get this only back to the 20. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's Jackson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Double time. 3 down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Still on his feet. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 12 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Let's go, man. Set, ready? 70, Indy. 65. Go.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson steps away. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6-6, pull it high. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ready?
On 1st down, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Down. 10-2 stop. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
6.
2nd 9 third down. Lawrence. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
In the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
In your face.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's the first carry for Troy Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's to his running back. Complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On second down, it's Gordon. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here comes Cohen. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Switch.
Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Cohen. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And the grab by Craw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Jackson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. From the gun, Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending time.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense. Because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game, but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Good stuff. Keep doing it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 4th down, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Panthers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Jackson now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together, and I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Rams on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He is going to find Hill here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
Let's go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, 58 is a mic.
From the gun, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Down, 50, plant. 58, Greystone, travel. Pick it up. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16.
Protein spill. Watch the safety creep. Bravo. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Topper, topper.
Delay of game. Offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. They can't hang with us. Now.
2nd and 3. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. We don't want this. Go, Mike 51, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that's Elliott, complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That one complete to Hill.
Keep playing. Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Alpha. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
2nd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
2nd and 1. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
Hey, wahoo!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike 58.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Let's go. 58, boys, 58.
Hey, exit.
That's the way.
Be grip.
On first down, Lawrence drops it underneath to Elliott. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
Go. 50 points.
For Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 bills a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I put it in, know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right? Gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.